and welcome to Travel Crochet. My name is Tracy. Welcome to another Crochet Roulette 2025 roundup. We have just completed week 7. I can't believe that. And again, we've had a lot of entries, so hope you've got a cuppa or something to crochet while you listen along. It just blows me away each week how many people are entering, and yeah, been going week 7 and we're still going strong, so fabulous. All right, we'll start off with mine. I'm not overly happy with mine. Now, I had a customer at the market ask me if I could make a character that's one of the dragons of How to Train Your Dragon, which is this guy here. Now, I ended up buying about 4 patterns because there wasn't one pattern that I could find that I really liked for this guy. And then of the patterns I bought, a lot of them weren't written very well at all. Didn't make sense at all. So I ended up mostly sort of using bits and pieces of ideas from patterns, but didn't actually use the patterns themselves. But yeah, not overly happy with my result. So this is my result. So I had this variegated yarn that has sort of turquoisey and that, but if you look at the wings, there is those sort of colors that go in the wings there. So I was trying to get those colors in, so the variegated sort of got different variations of it. I'm not overly happy because it was really hard to do the horns because he's got lots of horns. I'm thinking maybe the head's not big enough. I got the legs reasonably like what the dragons look like. They're probably the only part I really like is the legs. I got the colour changes in the tail, but yeah, I think his name's Stormfly or something like that. But then the colour changes underneath ended up going crooked. I didn't realize it when I was making it. Yeah, so that is my effort anyway. So he is, I think, Stormfly from How to Train Your Dragon. My interpretation, but it's not the best interpretation, but there aren't many great interpretations to go by out there with patterns. So that is my effort for this week. He does sit up on his legs, sort of, and leaning on his wings, but yeah. Sorry about that. I know that they watch my videos, and I apologize. That's the best I can do, I'm afraid. So we either, yeah, might have to scrap that idea. Anyway, let's get on to your makes because it's way better than mine. All right, so I have my computer open here so I can talk to the photos, which is way easier. And I've had to like quadruple check my photos matching what I'd written down, and then going back to Instagram to make sure I had everybody's posts. So if I missed anyone, I am so sorry. I tried my hardest. I've left it to, what are we, 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm hoping I've got everyone because I have to go to my emails as well. So I'm getting email entries. So hopefully I've got everyone. So I believe we have 36 entries this week. And again, as usual, it'll be alphabetical order because that's the way it's easier for me to sort of cross-reference that everything is in and correct. And we'll go from there. All right, let's get going. All right, number 1 is from 82p Nina, which is Nina, and her entry is a mini goblin thing. And this pattern is by Handmade by Giudilli. And he is gorgeous, and she ended up showing on Instagram another photo where she ended up making him into a bag buddy, and that was so cute. He is so gorgeous. I love that pattern. I think I would love to make that. Wonder how he'd turn out in a plush yarn, but that is a gorgeous pattern. I'm gonna have to look up Handmade by Jody, I think, because I think she's the one that made the Dilks dragon pattern. But yeah, so thank you for that entry. He is gorgeous, and I love that turquoise color too. All right, next up, number 2, we have an email entry from Anne-Marie Hollier, and she has made a gnome and just freehanded this guy with acrylic yarn that she just had in her stash, and she's got pretty flowers on it, and yeah, it's such a gorgeous gnome, and gnomes typically come out this time of year, don't they, for between Halloween and Christmas and fall kind of seasons, so that's good timing for that one. And oh, sorry, you'll hear lots of cars, motorbikes. It is certainly become the Hoons lane where we live here. It's ridiculous, so I apologise for all the noises on the outside that come around. Yeah, so thank you, Anne-Marie. That is a gorgeous gnome. All right, number 3 is from Artie Creations, and she has made this gorgeous forest spirit, and this pattern is by Travel Crochet, and she's used a mix of the Motivera blanket yarn and burnout blanket yarn, and she's made the eyes herself, and she got a close-up of those eyes in one of her photos that I'll have here as well. And yeah, you've done a great job with the eyes. They're fabulous. They're the chunky glitter holographic. Yeah, that's fabulous, and I love that pattern too. Who's that pattern by? Travel Crochet. I like all these my list is going to grow this week, I can assure you, because this is the category I absolutely love. Not that I could show it with my entry, but anyway. Moving on, so we have an entry number 4 from our friend Litza from Coco's Crochet, and Litza's also on YouTube, Coco's Crochet 6380. If you haven't checked out Litza's channel, she also does a segment on every video, or most videos, where she showcases people's work, so if you're interested in that, go and check out her channel. But Litza has joined us and made a dragon, excuse me, and this pattern is by Crochet by Jenna, and that is a fabulous pattern. I think I've made that pattern in nearly identical colors once and it's yeah, quite a quick make, Jenna's pattern there. Fabulous. Thank you very much, Litza, for joining in. Okay, number 5. Why is my, oh no, not that one. Is from Connie the Crocheter, and she has made an adorable forest goblin, and this pattern is Fox and Faye Crochet, and I do know that they make a lot of wonderful enchanted creatures. Yes. And I love the fluffy neck. That is so cute. And look at those eyes. Oh, the glitter in those eyes, just gorgeous. Absolutely love it. That one's probably going to be added to my list as well. All right, thank you. All right, number 6 is from Delicate Works, and we have a mushroom fairy. How cute is that? And this pattern is by Kai's Creations. So thank you. That is one gorgeous fairy mushroom. We definitely could fill an enchanted forest with this week's makes. All right, number 7 is from Devon Crafts 3754, and we have an enchanted mischievous chubby pixie. And this pattern is by Lila Verksteen, something like that. And this was made with Parfait chunky yarn, or it says Parfait yarn, with a 5mm hook. And I love those red eyes. It gives it a different feel with those eyes, but thank you so much. And I love the way you've taken the photos for that too. All right, number 8, I'm crossing these off as I go so I know I've done them, is from Floss Crochet, and we have a baby dragon, and this pattern is by Dr. Choco Crochet, and this pattern is very, very popular. What is beeping? Okay, something random was just beeping. I don't know what that was. Dishwasher. Dishwasher. Oh, there you go. Dishwasher just finished. Oh God. Just random things while I'm recording, of course. All right, so back to Floss Crochets. Little dragon, gorgeous dragon. This is a very popular pattern. Dr. Choco Crochet's pattern has been listed a few times this week, but it is, I believe, a fairly quick make. I actually haven't made it myself. I should do that one day, but thank you so much. All right, next up we have an entry from Trish from Gday Crochet AU, and she has made a turquoise unicorn, which is absolutely gorgeous, and she's used valuable glitter yarn in the colour spearmint, Motor Vera blanket yarn in eggplant, and valuable rainbow mix. That is gorgeous colour, definitely passes as a turquoise, and the rainbow yarn for the hair or mane is perfect for a unicorn. And Trish, you are a beginner crocheter, you say, but the embroidery in those eyes, you're outdoing anything I would have done, so absolutely fabulous. Your crochet has come a long way very quickly, I must say. Your skills are just so good now. Keep going. It's absolutely wonderful to see. And if you haven't checked out Trish's YouTube channel, G'day Crochet AU, everybody's links will be in the description as always. Okay, number 10 is from Handmade by H UK. Now, these entries, just one of them would have been a month's worth for me. Amazing is all I can say, and everybody's responses to her post on Instagram was exactly the same. Blown away, amazing, adorable, you name it. So she has written, "Fly my pretty fly" is the flying monkey, and that is a YouTube tutorial by Rhonda Butler. And that is one amazing flying monkey, and it does look like the monkey off the movie. And we have the unicorn, which is actually a free pattern on the hookedbykatie.com blog. A lot of people seem to use those patterns from there. So you're after a good pattern and a free pattern by the looks, just go to hookedonkatie.com, and Katie spelt K-A-T-I. And both patterns were used with DK or 8-ply acrylic yarn with a 3.5mm hook. You've just blown me away. Each week your entries have been amazing, but this week you've topped them all. Absolutely stunning. I mean, just the mane in that unicorn would have taken forever, and the details and the monkey, perfect. Just can't say anything else. It's just amazing. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're up to number 11, and this is from Jackie Jasper, and this is another little dragon by Dr. Choco Crochet, and yeah, absolutely fabulous. Looks like a really, really good market make. That definitely has to go on my list to try, I think. Yeah, love it. And beautiful variations of turquoise colors used there too. Fabulous. Okay, number 12 is from Janelle Bailey 77, and we have a Woodlands Troll doll, and this pattern is by the Wonder Crochet, and I must say I've been looking at that pattern ever since that one was released, and I haven't quite put that in my basket yet, but I'm very tempted after seeing your version. And she's used Parfait Chunky in turquoise and chocolate. Amazing, I love it. It's very, very tempting, that pattern. I don't know how many enchanted things I can make, because I have to see if the first lot of enchanted things I've made sell. Just because I like them doesn't mean everyone else does. All right, next up we have email entry from Julianne 5196, and we have a dragon, and this is another pattern from Jenna Tattoo's book, No So Mini Amigurumi, or Crochet by Jenna, also known as, and she has used Parfait Chunky and a 5mm hook. And it is definitely a gorgeous dragon made up. I have made several of those before. Thank you very much, Julianne. Okay, number 14 is from Can Crochet, which is Anne and Kate. Anne made this week's entry, and she has made a dragon, and she said that she had to make a dragon because they are both from Wales, and the symbol for Wales is a dragon, although I believe it's meant to be a red dragon, but they've changed it up for this week. And this is also the pattern by Dr. Torquay Crochet, so you can see the different variations, various colors going in there, but it looks gorgeous every time. Thank you very much, Anne. All right, number 15 is from Not Happy Crochet. I laugh at that name every time, I love it. Okay, this is Noldus the Emotional Support Dragon, and he's holding a sign which reads, always be yourself, unless you can be a dragon, then always be a dragon. Love it. Pattern is by Mona Shecklacrock. And she has used Modavira blanket yarn with an 8mm hook. Thank you so much. And look at those eyes, just the way the eyes are. It's just looking up with holding that sign, go, whoa. I love it, it's so cute. Amazing, everybody's entries. Okay, mark that off over the next page. Number 16. All right, is an entry from Naughty Rascals, Suzanne, and she has made Winnie the Hippocampus. Now these creatures are the creatures who pulled Poseidon's chariot, if you didn't know. And she has used Burnette Blanket Baby Sparkle with a 5.5mm hook, and it is actually about 14 inches tall, so it's a big make. And this pattern is by Poppet Moon Crochet on Etsy. Well, they're on Etsy, Instagram, and all of the above. Wow, fabulous. And I'm glad you told me how tall it is in the email, because it was, you can't tell how big in the photo, but that is rather large and gorgeous, and I love the story behind it. They pulled Poseidon's chariot, so that's fabulous. Thank you so much. Okay, number 17 is by Lovies by Risa Laree, and she has made a mermaid, and this pattern is by the Friendly Red Fox, and it's a gorgeous mermaid. So we've got the sea creatures and we've got the forest enchanted creatures, so we've got them all covered this week. That's a gorgeous little mermaid pattern. That would be one to actually try. That is so cute. I love that. I've been trying to find another mermaid pattern I like, because the ones I've made before I'm not too happy about, so that one looks good. All right, thank you so much for that entry. Next up is from Loved Handcrafts, and Louise has actually gone out and designed her own pattern this week of an elf. And it reminded her of the elf of Harry Potter, Dolby, isn't it? Dobby. And she's used variegated turquoise yarn that she got from the mill ends from Spotlight. So thank you, Louise. And Louise has actually sent her draft of her pattern to me to test out for her, so I will get onto that very shortly. And he looks fabulous and I can't wait to try it. And I love the t-shirt, the shirt you've got on him. He needs a little sock if he's Dobby to free him. Thank you so much. All right, next up is from Marrie, Crafting in Array on YouTube, or Crafting in Array on Instagram. And as usual, Marrie has free-handed her entry and she has made a dragon. She said the photos that she's got there was the only ones that she had because she took it to market and it sold straight away. So there we go. But she said that she has actually written that pattern down. So that is great. And she actually has written another pattern down and also sent that to me to do a pattern test for her as well, which I'll be getting to very shortly. I promise, both of you. So fabulous, and it's obviously a very good pattern if it's sold straight away. And it looks like by that photo that you actually put them in like eggs to sell. That's a very good idea. I love that idea. So fabulous colors too. Awesome, thank you. All right, number 20 is from Mel Likes to Crochet. And the noises again. Now Mel has made a Pegasus this week, and this pattern is by Cuteville Toys. Except the hair, she said that's a mix of Crochet Grove, stitched by Scott, and making it up as she went along. And all the yarn is Zaddy Crafts, except for the pink in the hair is Paddy's Plush. Gorgeous, and you've done a wonderful job with the hair and the turquoise colour. I love that colour from Zaddy Crafts. It is very nice, but wonderful pattern, and I love the embroidery in the eyes. So jealous. All right, number 21 is from Otterwise. Now we have a story here. So it says, when Fluffy gnawed on the giant chicken leg, she quickly ran afoul of baby Yaga, becoming the forest's first Meowdusa. Instead of Medusa, Meowdusa. Inspiration taken from a drawing that she saw online, and the cat pattern that she's used is the sitting kitten by the Wonder Crochet, and she's free-handed the snakes on his head. And the baby Yaga's hut pattern is by Crafty Intentions. So thank you. You have been extremely imaginative and arty and all the above, and it is fabulous. I love the one that's the snake that's coming down across the eyes. It's like hairstyle, and I love it. That is a fabulous entry, and I love everyone looking outside the box and just thinking of these different creatures from everyday ordinary cat patterns and things like that. So that's fabulous. Thank you. All right, number 22 is from Penguin Place Crafts on Instagram, or Elain from Penguin Place Crafts on YouTube. And Elain has entered 2. She has made a unicorn, and that is by Amigurumum. I can't say it. Amigurumum. I can't say it. .com. If you want to know, ask Elain. And the ice cream monster is by Plush Lupia. I could say that one. Oh my god, I've never not been able to talk so much in my life. So both of those looks like have been made in cotton or acrylic. I'm not quite sure. Thanks, Elain. They are gorgeous. I love the ice cream monster. What a great idea, and pretty turquoise colors in both of those there. Thank you. All right, this must be, let's see how many words we can get Tracy not to be able to pronounce in a video. All right, number 23 is from Pico and Plant, and she has made a plush mermaid, and this mermaid is by the Friendly Red Fox, and it's fabulous. And I love how you've done the background with the final plushie, and looks like Ariel from the Little Mermaid. That is a really good pattern, actually. I like that. Oh, was that the same one that was used earlier? Because that looks very similar. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. All right, number 24 is from Randomly Dana, and she has made a Mulberry the Garden Goblin, and that pattern is by Fox and Faye Crochet, and Willow Wisp by Blue Paw Print Crochet. And you gotta love the eyes when the Willow Wisp, like, they're creepy, aren't they? They're creepy, but they suit that pattern so much. And the goblin's eyes, he's got the sad eyes too, like I did my dragons, the sad eyes. I love it. But a little handbag or a little bag to collect things in the garden. Fabulous. Love it. Thank you so much. And the colours are really, really nice. So we can see how many variations of turquoise there are. Next up, number 25 is from So Precious Art, and wow, 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 another one just blown me away. You definitely make art, that is for sure. I'm pretty sure I say this every week. So we have the Centaur Girl, which is a pattern by Greta Wings, and the yarn is Hobby Lobby I Love This Cotton in the colorway turquoise, and white sparkle and aqua as well. Hook size was 3.5mm. Like, wow, but look at the extra bling that she's added to the front of it, the shaping in the legs of the centaur, the crown in the hair. Amazing, amazing. I'm just blown away. And you made 2 of these items in 1 week. And the next one is my good old Forest Guardian, which we absolutely adore. Well, I do anyway. By Squishy Stitch, and the yarn used was Sweet Snuggles Light in turquoise and Sweet Snuggles Light in blossom. Sweet Snuggles Light blossom in peacock. Oh. Hook used was a 6.5mm, and she added the bling that I wish I had when I made mine. I don't have any bling. I should get some, but absolutely fabulous. But the blossom yarn in the ears, beautiful. I wish we can't get that here. Can't get that here. So jealous. But that centaur blown me away. The shaping, the everything fabulous. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I love this. It just showcases people's wonderful work. Amazing. All right, number 26 is from Space for Sunflowers, and we have a pocket dragon, and this is a pattern by AR Serendipity Designs. I had to make sure I looked at that closely, because if you put the ARSE too close together, it looked like it was spelling something else. So I made sure I spaced that out here. And this was made using Karen Cake's macchiato in the turbo turquoise colorway. Words are hard. And Jen says this is a market make that she must have from now on. She loved the pattern, and she said she normally doesn't go to turquoise kind of colors, but she said that she should do that more often. It's brought her attention to using that colorway. Thank you, and he's gorgeous, and it looks like you can nearly wear him. That is a fabulous pattern. Thank you very much. Okay, number 27 is from a new entry actually this week, Sunbreak Cat, Erin, that we have a Blaze the Pocket Dragon, and this is a pattern by Wicked Stitched Crochet. Thank you so much for the entry, and you've used that gorgeous, what is it, tie-dye-ish or something like that, that you can get from Parfait, whatever it's called, that we can't get, or if it is, it's really expensive if we get it. Jealous, so cute, love it. Thank you so much for joining in, and yes, it doesn't matter what week you join in. If you join in the last week and you haven't joined in the others, that is perfectly fine. We welcome you at any time, so thank you for joining in. All right, next up we have an entry from Sunflower and Owl on Instagram, or Abby Sun Owl Fiber on YouTube, and Abby loves to give us a story. And again this week we have one. So she has made Nessie, and the pattern is by Gnome Home Crafts, and she has written, once upon a time in Loch Ness, a gentle creature got tired of being referred to as mythical. One morning, she plopped a giant pink flower on her head to attract human attention. Sadly, when the human fishers saw the creature and told the other villagers, all the villagers laughed at all the fishers. Silly villagers. So there you go. That's why we don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster, eh? Villagers just laughed at the fishes. Love it. And I love that turquoise color too, Abby. That's beautiful, and we thank you for your stories each time. Love it. All right, number 29 is from Tamara Crochet, who has a newborn baby and still managing to put an entry in, which is amazing. And this is not a simple make. It looks quite difficult. And she has made Murdoch the Kelpie, which is a free pattern on the hookedbykatie.com blog, which a lot of you use. She's used cotton and a 2mm hook, and she said it involved a lot of sewing. You have more patience than me, I can tell you that. Wow. Beautiful, gorgeous, the white and the turquoise color together, amazing, love it. Yeah, I don't know how you make something with a 2mm hook. I wouldn't be able to see it, I don't think. I'm too blind. Oh, thank you, I really do appreciate your effort, especially when you've got a newborn, bubs. All right, next entry is an email entry from Tess Sampson, and we have a butterfly frog. I love that. And this pattern is by Fuzzy Bug Crochet. This has been made with a mix of loops and thread, demi pearl, turquoise and blues, and burnout blanket yellows, and she has used a 5mm hook. Fabulous. And who would have thought to mix a frog with a butterfly frog. I love it. That is a gorgeous pattern, and those colors look fantastic together. Wonderful, thank you so much. All right, next entry, number 31. Well, I've got these out of order, have I? I do, I've got mine out of order. Okay, for some reason my computer always wants to tell me that Thea comes after the fiber monkey, and alphabetically it doesn't. Anyway, I'm going to do it alphabetically. So it's Thea Crochet Beast, and Thea has blown me away with his entry, a dragon eye cushion. My lord, I saw this and I nearly died, and I would nearly be converted to making things like that just for that pattern. That is so amazing. And it's a free pattern by the Hooked on Katie blog. So again, if you want a brilliant free pattern by the looks, just go to Hooked by Katie. And she has used mill ends and a 4mm and a 5mm hook to make this cushion cover, and then she used a 40mm by 40mm cushion insert. That motorbike's doing laps, I'm sure. You can tell it's the weekend. Oh, that is just amazing. The work and detail in that pillow cover. I don't know how the person came up with the pattern in the first place. That's just fabulous. Thank you so much, Thea. All right, now we go to the Fiber Monkey with my alphabetical order. And she has entered, no, now I'm getting, no, things coming up on my computer screen that I don't want popping up. Okay, so this is the Fiber Monkey, and she has entered 2 patterns. So we have Glaceon Snuggler, which is gorgeous, and where have I got the other one? Okay, there's an error in my photo finding. I'm going to have to put a note that I currently don't have a picture of the dragon. Jeez. So the Glaceon Snuggler is a pattern by Pebbles Crochet. I adore that pattern. I have never made a snuggler. I get tempted, but I haven't gone there yet. But that is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I know that is one of the Pokemon characters. And we also have a dragon that she has made, and that pattern is by Snuggle Beans Crochet. And I know Snuggle Beans Crochet patterns are fabulous, so that is amazing. Thank you so much. And okay, must get that photo. All right, next entry 33 is from Treen's Treasures, and she has made this gorgeous tiny dragon, and this pattern is by Avalon Crochets. And she said it's a very quick make, and she's used Zaddy Crafts yarn to make it, and it looks like it would be a quick make, and it'd be a good market make by the looks of that one. And she's actually got it on the bonnet of a car that's similar colours. It looks fabulous. So thank you so much for that, and I might have to look at that pattern too. Mark that off. My list is growing. All right, next up, number 34, and this was really hard to get a screenshot of, because it was a video that Vicky Vass Designs had put up, and every time I hit the screenshot, the thing kept turning. So this is as close as I could get after about 30 attempts. So I do apologize. If you want to see it properly, go to Vicky Vass Designs on Instagram, and you'll be able to see her video that she posted. And she has managed to do it again, and managed to get her beads to match the theme this week. And she's made a mermaid crochet hook in the color turquoise. I don't know how she does it, but she's managed to get it. Absolutely fabulous, and it looks fantastic. Thanks, Vicky. All right, next up we have Violet Sierra, and he's also given us another story this week, and she has chosen 2 patterns. So first off, we have she's chosen to represent a Scottish legend, the Kelpie, and the horse pattern that she used was by Loops and Knots Crochet on YouTube. And the second one is Berry the Fairy Lizard, and that pattern is by Therapy on My Hook. Now the story is, while most believe that the Kelpie to be a dangerous creature of the sea, a water horse with sticky tar-like pelt, many legends also tell of it being a helpful beast, going so far as to build bridges and help others. And then a little guy naturally known to build moss houses and live in them. And Anastasia, that's Berry the Lizard that we're talking about there. And Anastasia the Kelpie, who despite myths and legends loves to help decorate Berry's moss houses in kelp and various shells she finds in the water. So that is a very cute story. I love it. We're getting into myths and legends, that's for sure, this week. And yours crocheting and those colors, absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love it. And the little fairy house in the background of your photo, that's great, with the moss built home. All right, Number 36, and lucky last but not least, as we always say, and there could be possibly more that I've missed, and if I did, I am so sorry. Okay, 36 is from What the Plushie, and she has made a baby forest spirit, and the pattern is by Cherrico Crafts. And we have another one that's got the sad eyes, like I made my dragon. Must be a thing that we're doing at the moment, making the sad eyes. Is that so at markets people feel sorry for them? They go, oh, we have to make them happy. I love it. I love the colour, and yeah, that looks like a gorgeous pattern as well. I haven't seen that one. Thank you so much, everyone. So we are at the time now that I need to pause and I need to spin the wheels for next week and let you know what we're making next week. So I'll be back in a second. All right, I hadn't even looked at what next week's was before that. So next week the theme is birds and the colorway is rainbow, which is a really good color to have for birds. So I can imagine all sorts of beautiful birds that we're going to have next week. Thank you so much again, everyone, for joining in. It has been fabulous. I can't believe that we're now at week 8. Not long to go. And yeah, I've been absolutely enjoying this. Now I've got to start editing the 36 to 42 photos, because some of them have more than one photo. Thank you, everyone. I'll get to editing and getting this out to you. We'll see you Wednesday for an update of what I've made so far, and hopefully I'll get some of those pattern tests done for my lovely friends here. All right, guys, we'll see you next. Bye.